can you possibly secure all 4 bounty runes?
I've seen it happen
2 times in a row.
I've seen it
especially with the but without those kind of dire circumstances. Team could literally just 5-man 1 rune.
I hope they do. It's the new meta. If you don't want the game to end. People always talk about how Dota's not fast-paced enough.
Everyone just starts picking invis heroes or heroes that can steal the runes. Kaka? Kaka's dead. Kaka's gonna eat through the trees. Kaka's gonna try and get away. Kaka lives. Alright. 10
He's
HP
good.
is what he survives on.
That's what you get for Fire Spirits.
Oh, I think he used his healing self. I think. So, I think that's how he survived.
He's just gonna eat through those tangos.
Nom nom nom. Alright, so bottom lane. We're gonna have Newbee. They're gonna have the Shadow Shaman Pangolier lane against the Bounty Hunter Furion. That sounds really hard for Newbee to be able to win. Pangolier does not deal with any kind of pressure like this at all. So,
and that's why they have Faith down here, but
yeah.
I mean, you don't love getting hit by Treants.
I mean, oh wow, he actually picked up that kill. First blood goes to Faith with the Ether Shock kill.
The Treants, they're here for revenge. Yeah. He's gonna TP.
Cuckoo trying to get in front of him, but can't really get the hit in. Sam H TP's in, but it's a bit too late.
Oh, that's... this man has won ATI. He's hungry for 2.
He almost won 2 last year.
Pretty good record, I'd say.
Yeah. Crystal Maiden and Phantom Lancer are going to be in the top lane up against Clinks and Phoenix. And then our mid matchup is the TA Storm. So who got the better of the lanes? Was it them being able to put the Furion against the Pango? Are you okay with the Phantom Lancer versus the Clinks? Like TNC dodged, basically.
I think right now Newbee, because of the first blood, are in a better laning situation as Triple C. Gonna get caught on here.
Yeah, Cuckoo managed to sneak up to him, slows him down. Fairy Fire turns around, SCC turns around, picks up that kill, and Armel cannot put any more pressure on SCC.
Dude, the Chinese know about Kyle too. His legend spreads.
SCC was probably once a young man in the army, watching Complexity Kyle play mid.
That man was in the Special Forces, and he took time to watch Kyle play.
and that's what spurred him into Dota. He's like, I can do that better.
He's like, shit, I saw that storm.
He's like, these guys are at TI?
He hadn't even picked up the game yet.
he was like a League of Legends player before that.
My guy's like, first computer game. Dude's been playing chess his entire life. He's just like, well, this can't be that hard. I'm sorry, I love Kyle.
See, Kyle's a talent now, so we get to make fun of him as much as we want.
Now it is not feels bad kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because if it's a player, you do feel kind of like an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Alright, Cuckoo's just going for it. And he does manage to get it. And will...
Oh no, the sentry!
Because the sentry was there.
Woo!
That's playing to win, baby. SCC had it all planned out in his mind's eye.
He did it. Although you're still not feeling good about the fact that you're not trading very efficiently there.
Yeah, I mean, Armel's got a full level on you right now, so...
Alright, that's kind of expected because you've got 11 denies. Like, that's the thing about Storm that really sucks, is all your lanes kind of suck.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to be happy about anything that you really play. And of course, the best part about TA, the fact that you can just pop Refract and either Salve or Clarity.
I have no idea how KP is doing so well for himself. He's currently 23-1, top of the CS board against a Furion. Again, like, this Pango is not supposed to be able to deal with this kind of just straight up stat pressure. He does not like people right-clicking him.
Surely the 6 armor has to feel pretty good.
I mean, I think it's more that Faith just won the lane early. Phoenix, a lot of heroes end up going mid. Cuckoo almost dying to the Fire Spirits.
If you're Newbee and the laning phase goes even for you, you're going to be happy because you have a Phoenix.
Yeah.
Like, this hero...
Newbee got all 4.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Exodia. Okay, I'll change the parameters. If you get 8 in a row at any point.
Okay. So for the whole entire game.
Yeah.
But what happens if you start getting into situations like, you know, you're getting Reaper Scythe for 5 minutes at a time.
Well,
and-
don't do that. Don't let that happen to you. That's not my problem.
Kaka. How's Moogie doing in CS? 23-2. It looks like pretty much all the cores are right there in that 24 to 28 marker. So they're honestly all pretty even.
All right, I've got a different idea.
Okay.
What if the game doesn't end? Oh, hold that thought. As
Tim's.
Moogie gonna get gone on.
He's trying to help him. Go for the kill on Moogie. CMH with a TP in. The Sprout
no, Moogie,
block
it was a
in.
trap.
He's getting out of the sentry range. They still spot him. Moogie is still going to die, but he does manage to pick up the Crystal Maiden kill before he goes down. Now, Kaka, he does have a Fire Spirits away, so he should be fine. He's trying to hold on to it. And jumps away. As the trees come, Raven's still going to try and chase him down. Does manage to get another Fire Spirits onto him, but the illusion will finish him off of the Lance. Now, Moogie, notice that Raven's pretty low. He does have enough mana for Doppelganger, so he's going to be forced to use that. But he's out of regen, and there is no shrine available, so he may just have to go
Kaka,
back to
you
bed.
don't have dive.
Kaka in mid lane, he's just going to be dove by Armel. Free pickup for him. SEC can't help out whatsoever.
Okay, so what they were trying to do there was prevent SECC from getting the last hit on a creep by glyphing it, because they thought that SECC was still level 5 and change.
Right.
So like, we'll glyph the wave and dive him while he's level 5.
Yeah.
It was a really smart idea, just half a beat too late. Because even with the denied creep, he was able to hit his level 6.
Faith, another kill on a Sam H. This man just doesn't stop. And the player with the last hits is Pango. The end of 7 minutes.
Oh, so we lost that?
Yes. You were very incorrect. He's already got a job.
It shouldn't, like, Armel is... Okay, whatever.
Let's put it this way. This Mango's not supposed to be having as good a time. Cuckoo ends up going down in the mid lane behind that tier 1 tower. They had a sentry laid up, knowing that there was either going to be a ward or maybe a bounty hunter rotating up the top lane. Well, they're going to catch Moogie. Sam H once again hunting down this Clinks, and the Clinks no longer has Strafe, has Invis coming up in 1 second time. They manage to get the dust off, and the Lance. Actually, it'll be the Wrath of Nature from Sam H. Picks up the kill, helps his team take the tier 1 tower. That's the beauty of a core Furion.
Yeah, I really like this rotation, but they're going to send 2 heroes up here as Storm. Long zip in. Raven.
Still trying to chase after Raven. Is going to be slowed down by Tims instead. Right, though, they're still going to be able to catch up. Catches Tims a little bit longer. KP missing out on the roll onto Raven. Does manage to finish off the Crystal Maiden. KP! KP gets stuck on the corner, and Raven he is so far away. KP... yeah, I mean, if you play Pango, you know those feels, man. Sometimes you hit a wall and it just catches you and you can't do anything.
Another metaphor for life.
Cuckoo is going to run into another sentry here. Snagged by Faith, letting Moogie pick up a much-needed recovery kill, as he is the lowest net worth of all the cores in the game right now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Sam H just doesn't stop. He's going to keep pushing in this bottom lane. He took the top tower. Now going to try and threaten the off-lane tower of Newbee. Wrath of Nature not going to be hitting Kaka here today. He backs up. And TNC very much willing to put 2 cores in 1 lane.
Dire's bottom tower.
They just keep on doing it as they want to try and take these early tier 1 towers against the Clink Storm Spirit lineup. And that makes sense, right? You always want to take some map control early against a Storm.
Yeah.
Having those outer TPs just increases his overall map control. They do desperately need level 6 onto the Phoenix, as you were alluding to earlier. The Phoenix, not a great support to have early, but great
pretty
one
good
for
ways
team fights.
to kill the egg, though.
Yeah,
A lot of range heroes.
that's true.
CM eventually gets the attack speed talent.
The level 20 talent, that is a long ways away.
Yeah, but 250, man.
Crazy.
Radiant's bottom
You might
tower
as well just
is
make it
under
like
attack.
550. Just make it some like bonkers number.
The seeds of fortune.
Cuckoo will grab the Tome of Knowledge. He's currently level 4, wants to be able to pick up his level 6. SCC finds a regen rune. His team held that one for him.
Oh, that feels good.
No mana. half HP. That is a value regen right there. And now he's going to use it to be able to pick up a kill onto the bounty hunter again. The sentries are always in place.
Oh no, he lost his regen rune. That's not even worth.
He got 200 gold for it.
I would almost rather have the mana.
Look at the wards surrounding this mid tower. They've got one on the shrine area on the right-hand side. They've got another one near that ancient camp. They see all the rotations coming into this mid lane.
They should lose mid tower.
Feels comfortable. KP is going to try and defend though. KP rolling in, hopes to be able to snag Armel. Does manage to do it. Hits the bounce back as well. Armel no longer has the refraction and is exposed. Half HP. Javelin procs does manage to bring him down. KP picks up the kill. Now we're in the eggs. Back to the egg. Back to the safety of the Serpent Wards. Newbee will have to give up their tier 1 tower though. It is going to be a deny at least.
Mugi's placing some pressure on bottom, but he's pretty far behind right now. Does not really feel like participating with the rest of his team. They had to heavily commit for that. That's the thing, they've got like 2 different abilities that are just sort of stationary.
Yeah.
And they don't really have the best lockdown for it. You know, it'd be cool though if the storm eventually goes Ags. Like 3rd or 4th item Ags. I'd sort of be down for that.
Just why, to grab the Phantom Lancer and all the solutions?
Yeah, and plus it just brings you closer to the sun.
The Pango got the early Javelin, did pick up Bottle, Arcane Boots, now getting the Soul Ring. Presuming he's going to complete the Maelstrom this game, just because pretty value against Phantom Lancer as well as the Templar Assassin.
Well, much.
Does mean they're going to be a little lacking on just fast, hard initiation. Blink Dagger that we saw from Ice 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 earlier today for Mineski. Not going to be the same build. Kuhu does have his track, as you can see, lays one out onto Mugi, who currently has Treads, Soul Ring, and Ring of Aquila. So he's got his full sustain build to keep him constantly jungling, constantly pushing in waves, and farming up. You could see that the pressure mounted onto the tier 2 tower. He does have track on him though. Tim's is hoping to be able to cut him off, as well as a TP in from Sam H. They slow him down with the Crystal Nova. Now get the Sprout, surround with the Treants, trying to slow him down. A nice Frostbite into the Meteor Hammer. Excellent combination from TNC that should allow them to be able to finish off Boogie. And there it is, a track kill for 4 different heroes, as well as 250 gold to Tim's.
Gold change, 600.
That's the power of a bounty hunter for you.
Ooh.
Early towers, early track kills, but still, Newbee are up by a little bit of net worth. This is 2 games in a row now, Blitz, where it seems like TNC are the ones putting all the pressure onto Newbee, and then you look at the net worth chart, and they're not ahead. Why is that?
The supports, just because this Crystal Maiden hasn't really been able to do too much. Plus the tower mid got denied. That'll be the majority of it.
Yeah.
Like this game, though, is not that heavily in Newbee's favor or anything like that, even though they're up by 1k. It's probably a little bit TNC favor just because of how well Armel's doing. I think that's his Deso flying in. Oh, it's not. That's a wand. He's not as far ahead as I think he should be. That mid-death, I think, really slowed him down.
Yeah. His Blink Dagger might be able to kill a quick kill on Akaka. Good setup there. Cuckoo in place. He could throw the shuriken if it was needed, but it was not.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
What are they going to do from here? Looks like they really want to pressure this mid-tier 2. Cuckoo and Sam H are in position to be able to cut off anybody who rotates from that dire jungle area. They're going to get a Meteor Hammer. It does still have backdoor protection though, Sam H. It gets removed now, but most of the damage is already gone. Mugi trying to go onto Sam H with a jump in from SCC. Slows him down just a little bit further. KP slowed down the retreat of some of the TNC heroes, but he's low enough that he couldn't keep on going. Still, it does net them 1 core kill onto the Furion and alleviates some of this split push pressure that TNC is trying to employ.
Just trying to get this Pango a little bit more tanky, which I think is the right idea. 1000 HP Tango with no tanky items. Although he sort of needs Blink too.
Yeah.
Because they need more initiation on their side. I meant to ask, like, what do you think pinged them towards picking Pango here?
I don't remember when it was picked. It was like 3rd pick? I don't remember what was on the board. Maybe it was, I think it was an early Phantom Lancer? Is that? We actually didn't get to see much of the draft, unfortunately.
And Faith is killing creeps. And Tim's is not really killing creeps.
Radiant are scanning.
And they're not really getting a ton of hero kills either, so Cuckoo is not getting that large net worth lead as a support over the enemy supports. He's still sitting 9th in the net worth chart.
I think it's okay just because of how far behind Moogie's gone.
And he's setting up on Moogie once again.
Are fortified.
Serpent wards laid down. Kaka ready to go with the Supernova. This is a very dangerous, like, zone play, the two of them. They could just own one part of the map, and well, Raven's going to come forward, try and challenge. They are going to get the quick kill onto Faith. Kaka, slowed down by some of these heroes, does still have the trap. He's going to try and get some Fire Spirits out. Doesn't go for the Supernova, holds it instead.
They lost their Storm too.
Yeah, how
Sam
did
H
SGC die?
I am assuming Sam H. Fog used his Meteor Hammer, then halfway across the map. I can't believe that worked.
All right, well, that's 3 down on the side of Newbee, opening up Roshan. Maybe we can at least get this one prediction right.
We did it.
How are other ones doing? So TNC are going to get the Roshan kill pretty easy. First barracks destruction needs to happen in the next 14 minutes, 13
I feel
minutes.
like we should have gotten all of them right except the Storm one, maybe. I don't feel so bad about that one.
The highest net worth? There's plenty of time for that.
As he has 6,600.
You know, couple of rampages, and next thing you know, you're back in business.
Then you've got a stew, baby.
A stew?
Never mind.
They are smoked with track on them. I'm not sure what order this happened, but it doesn't seem good. They are going to run into Cuckoo, though. That's a free kill.
I feel like I hear that a lot.
That Cuckoo being a free kill?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Storm is a really bad hero. It's actually so depressing.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Genuinely kind of sad.
I mean, he's getting picked in multiple TI games.
How's he doing? How's he doing?
I don't know his win rate, but surely he must be okay if the players are picking.
I think he won one game. Optic versus VP. He definitely lost that Serenity game. Let me tell you.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Can't wait to see your offlane Storm in the future, William.
It's like that Kevin Durant thing. It's like, I'm taking my talents to offlane. God, Raven just kills those wards.
Yeah, he has easy ways to be able to kill wards. He's great at being able to kill the egg as well.
No, I think the best move right now for Newbee to make is just split the map continuously.
Okay.
I don't think you can take a team fight right now.
Just
with what
buy
you
time
have.
for the Storm Spirit.
Yeah. Which is why Faith is just dropping random wards everywhere. He's just placing his ults. He's like, who cares?
Smoke up. They know that someone is farming up those ancients. Cuckoo is actually going to be spotted here. He's going to end up going down. The rest of the team is going to quickly jump in. Manage to grab Faith. The Supernova does go down. They're going to try and slow down these heroes. They do manage to catch Armel. And they're rolling. No, it still explodes. But they've killed multiple heroes, and maybe they can still win the fight. Sam H, he's going to be next. Comes back, immediately dies. Armel, on his second life, does manage to blink himself to safety there.
Man.
TNC tried to take a really hard fight into the Dire Shrine area.
You're fighting under that area, and not only that, I mean, it's not even like Shrine was up, but the biggest issue there is that you're fighting into the Phoenix. He just got to Sunray the entire time. They all in committed for Faith, who didn't even have ult to begin with.
Yeah.
Then all your heroes have to group up around that egg, which made it really easy for the Storm to just figure out which one the real PL was. He died in a half a second. Then the fight's just lost.
Feels like a very unnecessary move by TNC.
I mean, they wanted to utilize Aegis, so I can kind of understand it. And it was not a terrible timing because the 20-minute rune was coming up. So they figured, okay, if we can isolate this area out, we know that Newbee probably won't play their own side of the map until they win a fight.
Yeah. It's just going up that choke point.
I agree with you.
If they've gone around, you know, the little loop-de-loop and gotten a ward down or something.
Yeah. I'm just trying to, I mean, you're asking, if you want to know why, that is why. I think the idea was kind of okay, just the execution of it was a little bit rough. Because once you see that you've been spotted, like, I feel like you just ditch the bounty there.
KP completes his Crimson Guard off of that fight. So now he's got the combination. Sam H is going to be stopped by SCC in time. And that will be the 15th Bloodstone charge for him. Just picked up the Bloodstone, already. Whoa, KP, don't drop your items, boy, because you're about to get ganked. Managed to swashbuckle into the tree, trying to
roll it up.
Roll it through.
Goodbye.
That is how it's
the
done.
all chat.
KP, get him.
That's the Western in him.
Phantom Lancer just picked up his level 15 talent, the 250 HP.
He even drops a liquid spray paint on the ground.
Wow.
To remind himself.
TNC is not the final boss.
Yo,
here.
the storm, the net worth.
Dire's top tower
Dreams
is
do
under
come true.
attack.
He's getting there.
I don't think we're getting a Rax in 9 minutes, but dude, the storm's actually gonna catch up in net worth. Why did I ever doubt a CCC?
Over here now.
If you think about it, he's the only hero on his team aside from the Pango that can clear waves. Like that's the downside of Clinks is in one position, right? He's a killer. He can't really just kill the wave really fast. I mean, he's got a Mjolnir, but he doesn't really want to show on the map.
Bags, swashbuckle, taking away the refraction underneath the Serpent Wards as well. Armel gets caught in the wrong neighborhood there.
And look who's on top.
That means SCC takes over.
As long as he doesn't get Meteor Hammer doinked in the head again.
What a random death.
Oh.
He must have felt so bad about that. Cuckoo does manage to get a track onto Moogie. Hiding away once again. Moogie retreats to his team, though.
I almost want to watch the replay just for that moment. See what happened. I know that's what happened, because I looked at the cooldowns, but...
Uh-huh. You just want to be able to relive the moment?
Yeah. You know, I hate Storm as a hero, so love watching him die.
Alright. You and Ice Frog both. Shiva's next for KP. Kaka has the Gem Mules. Doesn't have to worry about the any future Bloodthorn disable or anything like that. Orchid from the Furion.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Cuckoo leading another charge into this Dire Shrine area. This time around, they're going to find Moogie by himself. Quickly catch him out without his Death Pact being used. That is the kind of kill they were looking for.
They should just keep assaulting that area.
From Newbee, though.
Are scanning.
They ping. They know that TNC's just there faster.
I'm surprised they weren't tempted into taking that fight. They're shrine up.
4 on 5 with no vision. They don't know how much TNC sees. Because if TNC's just set up on there on the high ground, they're going to lose another hero, and suddenly it's a 3 on 5. Maybe it's an okay-ish fight because SCCC can just suicide in. He's got enough Bloodstone charges that he will respawn.
Raven wants to make sure these creep waves are kept pushed in.
You should get out now if you're TNC. This is good enough. You want to set up for this Roshan at some point.
Yeah.
So what you do now is you allow Sam H to deal with the waves. Constantly force Newbee to protect this area now. And just go for a Roshan again.
And eventually, while they're defending a tier 2 from a tree and push, you'll just be able to sneak Roche with a Deso TA.
What you need to remember about Nature's Prophet is no matter how much net worth he has and how useful he looks, he's not that useful. He doesn't provide anything for team fights.
Yeah.
The point of the hero is to outposition people, which is why we see it less and less nowadays. Like the previous TIs with mind control and stuff like that, just the way that your talent tree worked, you could fight. You were a lot more effective back then, just with the current hero pool, how much ahead Liquid was in the meta.
Yeah.
Like, they had heroes that could always make up for the fact that they had one dead hero in team fights.
You could see Newbee also putting some priority in being able to control this Roshan area. They move over as a team to catch the bounty hunter. They are de-warding everything they can, including the TA traps.
Yeah. Well, Sam H has the most delicate job to play right now. That he just needs to go up and around, just continue to move. Because he's going to be the one that shifts the balance of this game.
Right.
We kind of need Armel to play a little bit better.
Well, he's about to finish up his BKB, so that'll make his life and job a lot easier.
I feel like because of how the early game went, he just overrated how tanky he was going to be.
Especially against these fast, multiple damage instances. Serpent Ward, Swashbuckle. Fraction does not last for long. Kaka. Oh, they're actually going to try and catch Moogie. Moogie just death pacted. Does manage to get a little bit of help from the Shadow Shaman. It's not going to be good enough. KP is rolling. It's kind of useless. A good Rolling Thunder, but actually a better Meteor Hammer dropping down onto the heads of the enemy. Now, Raven tried to get a Doppelganger away. KP easily cleans him up with the shield crash. Sam H.
Doesn't have any TPs available.
Slowed down a little bit. SCC actually TPing to try and cut Sam H off. Will manage catching Yule, stopping the TP. Orchid onto the Storm Spirit, but Sam H cannot escape.
That's what I mean. That's you catch two heroes off guard, and you still can't take the team fight, even with your Nature's Prophet building the items that should theoretically counter the heroes on Newbee, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just really hard to take a fight.
I mean, they just instantly had that Clinks.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Pretty much useless, and still didn't change the fight whatsoever. KP picks up a free kill on Tim's.
Yeah, Moonmeander used to say, and what I really liked about how he talked about it is just, no matter how far ahead you are with this hero on Nature's Prophet, the biggest advantage you're always going to have is that you can always reposition the enemy. And so you don't have to take head-on fights like that. You can always force advantageous positions where you start the fight 4-on-5, and then that's how Nature's Prophet becomes really good.
So it seems like to me that Nature's Prophet, it both fits their style and doesn't. It fits the style of always being able to fight during the laning phase and pressure with, you know, 2 cores and a lane, but now that we're getting into the late game where you need to outmaneuver the enemy, TNC's willingness to fight plays against them.
Yeah, I mean, if you know Newbee as a team, like the greatest strength of them and why they're such a good TI team is that they gather 5-man so fast.
Yeah.
They're never that far behind each other. Because the worst way that you can lose in Dota nowadays is up top, SCCC is pinging the rest of his team to come. The worst way to lose Dota at a TI is just get caught out by yourself and just die.
Right. SCC is going to be like this. Armel lead the rest of his team to follow up.
Like, this is what Newbee does so well. They're just ready to take engagements, and TNC is not.
TNC is completely split at that point.
Yeah. You're just not ready for it. The speed at which they're playing at. This has always been the scariest strength of a team like Newbee at a TI. Which is why they did so well last year. It's just, if things go bad for them, 5-man.
Mm-hmm.
If you're ahead, 4-man. The numbers game. And now you're going to get a free Roche.
Serpent Wards.
Did Kaka take the DD? What the?
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe that kills their Roshan opportunity.
Probably not. Clinks just runs over it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Finally, they're gonna go do it.
Man, they were. Oh, okay. It's because they have a gem. I was like, they were confident there wasn't a TA trap in there.
Yeah.
But Kaka has a gem.
Yeah, Kaka picked up that gem, or Faith picked up that gem, and it feels like they've had it for a good.
They've had it for
maybe
a while.
10 minutes.
They protected that gem for quite some time.
And it just destroys this Templar Assassin or the concept of split pushing with the traps and, you know, being able to keep the vision on the enemy and Roshan.
I think Newbee might be the most adept team that I've seen deal with Invis heroes. Like, they remember in that mid engagement, they always had sentries everywhere. They had one behind the tower because they know that Cuckoo likes to play there. They had one in front of the tower, which is what led to SCCC getting that kill that one time when the tower shot followed. Like, they're doing a very good job at dealing with the Invis and the potential nuisance it is.
Here I am.
Top 2 net worth, the Storm Spirit and Clinks. TNC's Raven on the Phantom Lancer is not too far behind, but feels like he still needs at least one good item before he becomes more of a threat.
Just please point out the fact now that the Orchid that you purchased is completely useless.
Yeah.
You're going to have a Lotus Orb soon on KP. You've got the Lincolns on the Storm, but you can't even catch anymore. And you've got a Yule Scepter on this Phoenix.
They know which one is the real one. SCC overshoots his shot, but still going to be able to collect. Raven pulls him back into Moogie's
Terrible
death.
fight.
And now Tim's, he's gone as well. The roll-in from KP actually did manage to hit Cuckoo at one point in time, I think, but...
Did they see him?
They managed to get a dust on him. Kaka's going to spot him. Slows him down with the Yule Scepter. That's going to be 3 dead from TNC.
Get the Storm
And
over
a
there for the
regen rune! Oh, SCC will collect the regen rune as well.
Oof, that is rough.
Boy.
Yeah. Just Newbee's ability to 5-man is so impressive.
And then as soon as they found that pickoff, they're free to split up. Faith on one side, SCC on the other.
And Storm can play like this when the two ways of, I guess the one way of catching him, Crystal Maiden.
Yeah. Not only is he going to have the Lincolns, they're going to have the Lotus Orb as well from KP. So I think you pointed that out earlier.
Yeah.
And Kaka is going to be the one to pick up the Shivas.
And our Rax timing is a little bit late, but
It's so close.
it's okay. We'll get the two of them.
I think so. SCC jumping in. Does manage to grab Tim's. Takes out the only disabler first. TA trying to get some damage out. The tier 3 still falls though. And Newbee, will they stick
They're
around?
trying to protect the wards right now.
Half the wards will stay alive. Just start putting damage onto the melee racks from a distance. Moogie still has BKB as well as Cheese now. SCC jumping in, does manage to get the quick kill onto the Crystal Main once again. That's going to be a dieback. And goes for Armel next. Armel forced to pop the BKB, tries to get the damage out. Not really getting it. Instead, it's going to be Moogie. The egg does manage to successfully pop. Faith is being chased down by Raven, but he's at half HP as well. And most of his allies are already dead. They're going to be able to slow him down with the jump in from Kaka. Tries to doppelganger up into the high ground once again. Does manage to get there, but Moogie's already there to greet him. Welcome back to the base. You are now dead. Triple kill for Moogie.
Still
and the bottom lane of Rax is gone. I believe they still have Cheese as well as BKB for Moogie available as well. So they pretty much did not use anything in that fight.
Yeah, they don't really have to. It's a very nice egg. This is what we were talking about too. If the laning phase doesn't go disastrously for Phoenix, he just suddenly becomes this hero that you can't really deal with. Early 90 GPM talents. Just not a whole lot of options. Still have the Aegis on SCCC. He's going to feel very confident right now going uphill.
No Armel Templar Assassin for 20 seconds. Jump in, another grab here onto Cuckoo. Bounces back though. They don't want to play it too hasty here. Tim's trying to get up a good Glimmer Cape ultimate. Does get a lot of damage from the freezing field onto SCC. Finally is cleaned up by the Pangle there, but they just don't have the damage from Raven to be able to finish anybody off, and they still have the Aegis as well as the Cheese. Blink back from KP continues to keep Raven controlled until TNC are forced to GG out. Newbee. I mean, I would say they had a pretty good game 1, but this game 2 looked even cleaner.
I mean, this game 2 just snowballed. I mentioned that the Nature's Prophet can't fight, but we should also mention that the Bounty Hunter cannot fight at all. These are two heroes that they sort of trick you because